initial stages, carers receive 3 modules of training in their first 12 months and then ongoing training after that of topics that are relevant to them, so they can actually choose which trainings they go to most of the time other than mandatory training. A module around behaviour management, which all carers really need to do given the needs of our children. Carers can be at home all the time or work. They don't have to be at home all the time for children. Sometimes it's good if they're going to care for very little children, but they can work as well. Carers aren't required to be married to be foster carers, and they don't need to have children of their own. You don't have to own your own home to be a foster carer. You can rent a home. And non-government services are there to support carers. So initially they're funded by Child Safety to recruit, train and assess foster carers, and then provide the ongoing mentoring, support and advocacy for carers and for children that they care for. When carers first come on to be foster carers, they have 12 months of their initial approval, and then at that time after 12 months they do what's called an APA and reapply to be foster carers if they choose to, and every 2 years after then.
To become a foster carer, it's quite simple. You just ring up the phone number that's on the departmental website. They take down your details, they ask you a couple of questions, and then you get invited to attend a training with a foster care agency. Once you've completed the training, then you get interviewed by the foster carer caseworker, and then from there they also do other checks like blue card checks and those sort of things.
Yeah, this training was quite in depth and really personal at times, but it was good. It sort of brought a lot of issues out and a lot of things that we'd be facing.
You have to undergo training to become a foster carer. You have to be fully assessed, and that's quite an in-depth assessment, and it does take some time. It's not a quick thing, which gives people plenty of time to actually take on board all the information that's being given to them and make an informed decision about whether they want to continue and actually do this, because it would not be fair to actually take a child and then decide a month or two later that this is not for you, because then that child will be traumatised again. So you've really got to make the right decision and have all the information to do that.
Carers have a choice in relation to children that they want to care for. They may care for younger children or older children, boys or girls, whatever fits in with their family. However, that through the assessment process is determined by the assessor with their help. You can provide all types of care to children. You can provide short-term, long-term. You can work closely with parents. You can choose what sort of type of care you want to provide.
You could make your own preference on what age group, what sex you wanted, and even how long the child was in what order, whether it was a short-term placement or a long-term placement. It was good that you could have that choice.
We have so many children in our program who go on to do some amazing things. With the encouragement of their carers and the support of the department, they become so successful, go on to achieve, university degrees. Some of them have joined the police force, and some of them are giving back by being carers themselves, which is wonderful.
Our very first child was actually a baby that came for a short term and actually stayed till she was 17. And she's now 33 and a mother herself, and I still see her now. I'm actually a nana to her child.
We can never have enough carers to support our children. We're always recruiting, always training. The demand is high. It'll be great if we can get more carers on board to care for our children, and then we can continue to see the successes.